Hey everybody, it's Joric. Welcome back. Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Have some European travel news, specifically Lisbon, Portugal travel news that I want to get out to you. The Portuguese government has made a slew of announcements of capital expenditures or plans that they want to move forward with. So I had done a video recently about new airport that's going to be coming to Lisbon maybe by 2034. Also had announced a third bridge that's going to connect Lisbon with its southern suburbs, if you will, or southern cities. And then now it's been announced that there's going to be high-speed rail that's going to connect Lisbon and Madrid, Spain. Should be able to get from one city to the other, so in 3 hours, which is amazing and probably long overdue. The Portuguese government has also announced that they're going to be doing a high-speed rail that's going to connect Lisbon and Porto, so the two major cities in the country, in a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes. And right now, if you're traveling to Portugal, within the country, you can use something called the Alpha Pendular, which is a higher speed. It's not a bullet train like maybe you are used to in Japan. Some places in Italy, I think the speeds get higher on those trains, but there is what I call a fast train called the Alpha Pendular that can get you from Lisbon to Porto or down to the Algarve. But to be able to have a high-speed system that connects Lisbon and Porto in a little over an hour is amazing, because then that will actually be faster than flying from Lisbon to Porto by the time you get to the airport, go through security, wait for the flight, on and off the plane and whatnot. So that's going to be huge when that will be completed. But I think more so connecting Portugal and Spain. Often when people travel to Europe and they're doing an Iberian trip, they couple Spain and Portugal together. Usually they try to get a few days in different cities in Spain and try to do so here in Portugal. So the ability to have a high-speed train that's going to connect Lisbon to Madrid will be fantastic, because I think there are many people that when you're looking at flights down the road, it's going to sound weird, even if you're going to make a trip to Portugal, it might be much cheaper and more advantageous to fly into Madrid and train to Lisbon than it is to fly directly into Lisbon. We've looked at a lot of flights when we come to and from the US here in Portugal that often the flight, this is going to sound weird, but flying from Lisbon to Madrid and then Madrid into the US, which you're going backwards in Europe to get to the US, is often cheaper than just flying from Lisbon directly into the US. So I think this is going to open up a lot of avenues for people travel-wise. I also think trains are such a great way to get through Europe, and really being able to connect Portugal in a high-speed fashion to Madrid, which then can connect into the Renfe, which is the train system around Spain, and then get you into France and whatnot. I think this is a huge deal. So there's a lot coming down the pike. Now, some of this stuff may be 7, 10, 15 years away. Hopefully it all happens. There's some really ambitious projects that are related to travel, transportation, and the overall good. It's just a matter of who's going to pay for it. Will it all be tax dollars? Will there be some private investment? Not sure if there will be much private investment, but hopefully it'll be a combination of the two, so it's not all on the taxpayers. But if you're traveling here, or if you plan on moving in the next 5 to 10 years to Portugal, things are looking up. So hopefully they'll put shovels in the ground, meaning they are actually doing the construction work. And just to note, here in Lisbon, they are finishing up some extra extensions to the metro system here. So if you're looking to go around the city within the next year and a half, there's going to be a couple more metro stops that are going to be implemented, and they have a pretty big plan to expand the metro system or the subway system throughout the city. So nothing but good news. It's big news. It's a lot of money, and let's hope it all comes to fruition. As always, thank you so much for watching the channel, and enjoy your travels.